I want to empower women because I observe different women navigating menopause and they are struggling. And I feel that there's a real need for guidance and support. Menopause is a stage of life. And women at the age of 40, or some are suffer it earlier, experience it earlier.
How a woman or entire family should support that journey to make easy for that woman to go through.
That emotional bond, that the way how you're going to care and to show your love to your relative, to your wife, to your sister and your mother, that's a big thing, a big help for them to pass through that. Everything I've done, everything I want to do, is it's for them. And my mother, she's really my inspiration.
Hello, listeners. I'm very happy that you're joining us today to meet another very, very powerful author. And today I'm going to, introduce you to someone who lives in Philippines, but she impacts entire world. Her name is Dr. Lorna A.Villacin-Ramos. So, with lovingly, all of us we call her Dr. Lorna. She's Doctor of Philosophy in Education, Leadership, and Management, and a doctor in Humanities. That's what she's done. She's also a public master's in public management. So highly educated person. She has done a lot of big degrees. She's a renowned educator, counselor, public servant, health advocate. She wrote a very powerful book called Empowering Women Through Menopause, a comprehensive guide to understanding and embracing a challenge. She has her career of 26 years of working. She has put a significant impact as a licensed professional teacher, a senior educational program specialist in the public servant domain. So she's a powerful teacher. She's been teaching a lot of things. And if I share about, before we start speaking to her, if I share about her most profound learnings or teachings, she believes in women empowerment, and she works with women not only in Philippines but across the world, and she helps them get finally she financially empowered. Finance is the most important thing in life. I'm not saying that we should run behind finance, but finance gives us freedom. And what I have been talking to Dr. Lorna about is finances. The way she educates about financial freedom is powerful, and she's a financial freedom coach. So let's dive into the discussion with Dr. Lorna, and we'll learn a lot of things, not only about empowering women, menopause, but finances too. So, Dr. Lorna, welcome on the show, and thank you for joining in today. And I know you're busy, but somehow you got the time to talk to us.
Hi, good evening, everyone, and good day in some other part of the world. Dr. Kailas, I'm so happy. I'm so grateful to be here. Yeah, as you had said a while ago, I am writing a book right this time, which is Empowering Women Through Menopause, a comprehensive guide to understanding and embracing change, which this provides practical advice and em- emotional support for women going through menopause, which covers all aspects of menopause, including the physical symptoms and mental challenges, and other insights, tips, and mental support. So the book is based on real life examples and studies, and guiding and managing hot flushes, hormonal changes, and mood swings, which this aims also to give grace and acceptance during the transformative phase. And as I said, yeah, I am also teaching or having conducting the trainings about financial freedom. So uh, that's the next one I'm going to dig into. So hopefully we could have more time like this one next
Okay.
time.
So thank you very much for sharing about your vision, and I'm very happy that you wrote about this topic. there are certain things happen in the body for men and women. Physically, those are not diseases. Like, I was teaching my son other day that, you know, he asked me a very interesting question. He said, why maternity hospitals are different than hospitals? I said, because maternity is not a disease. It's a blessing in life, and it's more positive. And disease is, it's something going, taking, you're eating your body. But, you know, maternity is more powerful, and it's a different hospital because it's a positive aura, positive environment, a lot of happiness, everyone's smiling. So there are different
Yeah.
hospitals. But it's very interesting to understand that, men and women go through a lot of things in their life where it's a physical change in the body, and that change has to be spoken about. And
Yeah.
those are not diseases. It's a phase of life, and that's how, we call menopause is one of the phase of life of a woman, where she goes through a lot of hormonal changes in the body. And I'm very happy, Dr. Lorna, you wrote about it. So a lot of women who are going through that phase, because this is part of woman life. The way women get pregnant, when they get married, they want to have a kids. And some few specific years of life, those women would also go through a menopause. So we should talk about it, and people should learn more about it. Not only women, but men also learn about that, because
Yeah.
every man is surrounded by women. It could be the mother, it could be the wife, it could be the sister, it could be the daughter too. And
Yeah.
if you are surrounded by women who you love, you need to understand what they're going through, because it's a physical phase which is happens once in a lifetime, but it's very difficult to handle. We'll talk a lot about it. And I would always say that, not only women goes menopause, yes, women goes through menopause in a body, but men also goes through those kind of menopause in the similar age group. And we're
Yeah.
not going to talk about those things today, but yes, we call it midlife crisis. All men's, yeah, we
Yeah.
midlife crisis. But there is a specific time in life where body changes, and learn to
True. That's
understand
right.
that. Learn and understand that. It'll help you to have a more happier life. Now, I would like to talk about, Dr. Lorna. First thing is, I know you are highly educated on a lot of topics. Rather, I remember when we were discussing about what should be your first book, we were confused about a couple of topics. And we also were then final toward, financial freedom or menopause. And then somehow, you were more convinced that you should be talking about menopause first. So I want to know, I know you are highly intelligent. You can write 100 books, but why menopause is the first book? What's your thoughts behind the book?
Yeah, yes, it's true that the first time we met, no, we talked. I was confused what would be by the first content I'm going to write, because I have so many things in mind. And yeah, but that time I feel that I want to empower women, because I observe different women navigating menopause, and they are struggling. And I feel that there's a real need for guidance and support. That is why I want to empower and offer insights and guidance for in navigating menopause. So I want to help them understand that this natural phase, embrace um, help them understand and embrace changes with confidence, and to feel supported in their journey. So I believe that through this book, I could create, or I hope to create, a sense of community and encourage women to prioritize their well being during this transition. And I also want to spread the message that in difficult times, no one is alone, and there are always people willing to help lighten up the load and provide support. So, my goal in writing this book, that's why I choose this topic. Among so many ideas or content I could write, but I choose this one because my goal is to inspire and uplift others, serving as a source of encouragement and motivation.
Awesome,
Yeah.
awesome. I really love when I speak to you, because you are so empowering when you speak, and you always think of how can you impact the world at large. So I want to ask you another question for the specifically men looking at the interview today, and maybe a woman who is not yet going through menopause, and So what is menopause, and how that happens, and little bit, can you put little light on this topic about what is menopause, what special, why we should talk about it, what kind of thing happens in the body and all those things.
Yeah, it is a stage of life. Menopause is a stage of life, and women at the age of 40, or some are suffer it earlier, experience it earlier. They suffer many things that sometimes you don't know how to define. So they suffer. We call it the first stage as the perimenopause, the during menopause, and the post menopause. So that's a stage, and there are so many things we suffer as women, having that experience the hot flashes, the mood swings, fatigue, body aches, and more. There are so many things that sometimes we don't know what's really happening in our body. So this on that very very basic, as I've said, it's just a basic symptoms or a sign, which I feel that there's a need for some women, not just women, but for everybody, because as I mentioned a while ago, Dr. Kailash, that we are surrounded with our friends, women, our mother, our grandmother, sisters, sisters-in-laws, and colleagues. So we, even men, we should know. They should be informed also how we are going to deal these symptoms, these signs, for us to understand and face the change, embrace
And
the change.
how long this phase would last? Approximately, I know it would differ woman to woman, but how long generally it lasts?
It differs, yeah, in different women. It differs in different women. Um, there are cases, some suffer it earlier, especially when it involves with medical side. So when it's done naturally, women starting from 40 until 55, it's the normal one. Uh, yeah, as I've mentioned, there are stages.
Stages,
Uh,
yeah.
yeah, there are stages, and it's not always the same. So
Oh,
it differs on every woman.
wow.
So so that's why, as I've said, there's always a need. I felt a need to
To, to,
to share,
yeah.
because we don't know that the woman beside us is already suffering on her early stage. So by just informing, by just sharing knowledge, so we helped her already. And there are other women also who are already on late, like for example, since the natural stage are 40 to 55, but somewhat they experience it's late, so maybe it's 50 already, or past more than 50. But yeah, as I've said, it differs. It depends upon maybe, and it's sometimes it's according to race, according to the body build, the physique, and the activities, because women who are physically always and a physical very active women, some according to study, they experience late
Okay,
menopausal, yeah, and some also experience it earlier.
okay.
So
Depends on a lot of
that's
factors. So I want to talk about mood swings specifically, and before that, if you're a man, I want to talk a little bit about it. Is generally women would have a more mood swing compared to a men, because the way design of a body is that they have a lot of hormonal changes happens in woman's life every month.
yeah,
Specifically when that's not designed by science or a god, is to her that every month she conceives an egg which waits for sperm to get fertilized, and if that doesn't happen, then entire process goes back and hormonal changes happen, and some days of a month is a lot of mood swings happens. to our women in life. And as I said, women, when I say women in life, it could be sister, sister-in-law,
Yeah.
mother, and all those things, all women in life. So we need to understand that, we need to support them on the journey. But I want to talk about mood swings specifically in the menopause phase, because uh, it also adds up a lot of pressure from the world. Because if, let's say, someone is a working woman, she would also be leading one organization at the middle or senior level, so she has a lot of stress going in the office too. Kids are
Mm.
also growing up, and kids maybe they leave the house for the higher studies, so she feels a little lonely, because son or
Yeah.
daughter, they went to some other city or country to study. So that here it is more deeper, because one is menopause happening, and environment also plays its own bad role to make thing worse. So I want to talk about how those more mood swings happens, and how a woman or entire family should support that journey to make easy for that woman to go through.
Mm. Yeah, it's very good question, Dr. Kailash, because everybody must know how to support our a woman experiencing like that by just talking by just talking or sharing feeling, let them see, let them feel that they are loved,
Mm,
that mode swings there that will pass through, but that emotional bond, that the way how you're going to care and to show your love to your relative, to your wife, to your sister and your mother, that's a big thing, a big help for them to pass through that, because it's not easy, it's not really easy. That's why I am experiencing that also. That's uh, that's the feeling. So I experience it a lot. So that's why as I've said, there's a need for me to share the knowledge, help others also.
does exercise or certain type of food habits can make it better? Would you like to talk about a little bit on the exercise side and food habits which a woman should adopt in this specific phase?
Yeah. One there is it's there in my book. I wrote it in my book that regular exercise, be active always, and eat balanced diet, a good sleep, um, more liquid intake, and be active. Yeah, that is a big help to every woman or everyone, I should say. So it's a big help. So if we take food which are beneficial, which are healthy, so it's a big help to really ease those mode swings, those hot flushes. And though it's a stage, and we always have to pass through that stage, but because of the healthy habits, we
It'll be
can
easier.
have, yeah, come it easier.
I want to touch upon another area. I want to ask you a question. Hot flushes, which is very common, and let's say someone is also high on cholesterol, and
Yeah.
sometimes because there's a too much heat in the chest, and sometimes pain happens. So how, when, at what stage we should run to the hospital for medical support? Because it could be not hot flush can may sometime may not come alone, but it also can come with a heart attack or some other things. So when do we need and seek a medical assistance?
Yeah. It's also advised that we always have to see our doctor.
Wonderful.
So we experience this one. It's normal for this stage, but it is advised to always seek an advice of a health professional for a checkup, for a laboratory, for a monitoring.
Wonderful, wonderful. I think taking a medical advice always supports, even if it is a normal thing, but getting it checked is wonderful. I want to talk
Yeah.
another thing. Again, this is just to educate world. What I understand, and please correct me if I'm wrong or put more light on it, that menopause also puts a woman in the reproduction phase, that now women cannot have babies after menopause. And the way the lifestyle is going, a lot of people getting married very late, and then they plan the late babies, and that may also impact. So am I saying it rightly that reproduction also goes down, and Uh,
Yeah.
so if you're planning a baby, do it little earlier, maybe 30s, early 30s is better. So I want you to put light on it, being an expert.
Yeah. When a woman, especially plans for a baby, so we always have to, aside from we are going to look at the age, we are going to consider our age, and we are also, if that's our age, when you get married late, so really be counted. No, we were going to consider the age, and of course we are going to um, seek advice, seek help, and um, just to help with. There are so many um, health helps tools, and by the help of the health practitioners, you can be helped. Like for example, if this woman uh, want a baby on her late, almost on the menopausal stage, so there are different strategies, methods, which
Wonderful.
health professionals can help
Correct.
for those. Yeah,
I also want to know because today we live in a family environment where a woman is living with a spouse, their kids, and sometimes their in-laws together. So I want to talk about what kind of relationship shifts may happen or may not happen in the menopause, and what not only the woman but family should also look into, so she's more happier. So I know because mood swings will happen, so it may also impact relationships in the house. So I want to talk a little bit about that angle too.
yeah. It's true that if a woman is already on the menopausal stage, uh, they feel easily very sensitive, and so the family members or the must support her by just sharing, just open to them. Uh, uh, See to it that she has a psychological safety to share whatever she feels, and the family should be educated, also should consider also the feelings of this, because it's the woman in this stage is already very sensitive,
Correct.
and because of the changes, the hormonal changes, the woman suffer on different moods, the mood swings, and it's because of this hormones, either the
Correct.
progesterone and the yeah, estrogen. So um, the family really helps a lot uh, for overcoming this stage, this feeling, these emotions, because it's a mixed emotions, really.
What I would
And
recommend, what listening to you, and I know I've been speaking to you about this when you're writing a book. So what I understood is, first is that entire family should know that woman is going through that phase,
yeah,
because when everyone is educated, they can support better. See, they can't guess
yeah,
this. Don't judge a woman because of her emotions are going up and down, and just take this as a phase, and don't react. I think some
yeah,
family can start reacting to the emotional shifts, and anyhow she's right now highly sensitive, and that can put her into far greater stress because of your reactions. So when family knows she's going through that kind of phase in life, don't react, just be open to whatever is happening, and be more
yeah,
loving. Now I want to talk about another very, very important area about the relationship here is, does women also have does women's feeling also change about sex and those kind of relationship in the process of menopause? I know you have written a detailed chapter on that, and I would recommend all of you to go buy this book on Amazon, read it, because this is a phase which you're going to experience whether you're a man or woman. Because if you're a woman, you will experience, because that will happen. As a man also, you have someone who you love a lot, and that woman will go through that phase too. You understanding, knowing more about it would help you, and that's why Dr. Lorna wrote the book about it. So I want to talk about changes in the intimacy and sexual relationship also in the phase, that would help a lot of our listeners to get educated on that area too.
yeah. It's true that if a woman is already in the menopausal stage, they feel isolated and feel less. on intimate to their partners. So this is the time that the partners should understand because of the changes, bodily changes. And there are so many factors. And by understanding, by supporting, uh, talking about what she feels, by just listening, whatever she feels, whatever she relates, she shared. It's one way of helping her. And yeah, for there are different ways, there are different methods to help ease that feeling of a lot less less what would I say, intimacy. Okay, so less intimate to their partner. So partners, there are different ways. So maybe we could for our audience, for our listeners, you could you just buy and read
And
their
buy the
book.
book
But
and definitely go to the medical practitioner near you, and
yeah,
they can also support you in a lot of journey. But basic education starts from home, and that's where this book can help a lot. I want to
yeah.
divert our to a little different area. For a woman empowerment, how important is financial freedom?
Oh, for me, I so believe that a financial freedom is very important to everyone, not just for women, but for
Mm.
everyone. Because as a woman, as an independent woman or empowered woman, you should have, though we have, like for example, we have inherited treasures in the family, but it's really feels good to have our own, always, we always free, financially free as a woman. So this topic is very interesting for everyone to let us manage our finances, how we're going to prepare our retirement, or how we're going to manage and secure our future, not only us but also our family members, and to be secured in the in during our retirement years, and to avoid or maybe but with debts and so many more
So,
for our
in simple words, how do you define financial freedom? What is financial freedom?
mm, in simple
If someone,
words.
I'm saying because a lot of people mistake it. If someone is earning good money every month, they feel they are financially free. But I know that's not financial freedom. So, what is financial
Yeah.
freedom?
um For me, the financial freedom is when the time you're not afraid of facing your retirement until, uh, since it's said that always we need money, we always be financially stable from womb to tomb. So
Hmm.
if we are sure at if even that having money every day, every month, it's not just enough. We are It's not just, we cannot say that we are already financially free, we have already the financial freedom. But if you plan everything, um, with how we are going to prepare from the very start, how we are going to manage your finances, until your properties, how you're going to save, like for example, you have your income, some say for example it's 10K, 10,000, how you're going to manage that, how you're going to divide, to share, to how you're going to plan to manage that money for you to
I,
be, yeah,
I remember our last discussion when we were talking about financial freedom, and you explained to me very beautifully, which I would like to restate your statement again. You said, Kailash, we give our time somewhere to earn money, whether it's your business, whether it's your job. You give your physical appearance and the time and the knowledge to earn money. But the day when money starts earning money for you, and if you stop working suddenly for your own choice or maybe because of unfortunate situation, but if you stop working, but the money which can support you, your family, and the dreams can come automatically without you working, that's
yeah,
financial freedom. And that
yeah,
enlightened me that day because I know that if I I or anyone who goes to a business every month or do a job, if we stop working today, the paychecks will stop coming in. But if I, with the right advice from you or a financial expert, when if I do a right kind of planning on my funds, money can start earning money for me, and I can take a retirement anytime I want, not because when my company kicks me out. So it's my choice. And you beautifully said
Mm,
that. I know that you're writing your next book on that, because we keep discussing. So
yeah,
listeners, by the time she's getting ready on the second book, I want you to go buy this first book on menopause, because your family is important and your relationships are important, and
yeah,
understanding menopause is very important part of your life. Because that phase is going to come to in all of people's life, rather sometime directly, sometime indirectly, because someone
yeah.
you love would go through that phase. So understand that, buy that book. Now, if you want to reach out to, I know a lot of you are interested meeting or taking her advice on menopause or financial freedom. Let me ask this question on behalf of you. So, Dr. Lorna, if someone want to get in touch with you because they want you to come up with a keynote speaking sessions in their company, in the public forums, or any woman empowering organization, in a management colleges, engineering colleges, and they want you to come and speak, or they want you to guide and coach on financial freedom or women empowerment. How should they reach you? What's the best way to reach you out?
Okay, they could reach me and through my email, Lorna Villasin-Ramos at gmail.com. LornaVillasin-Ramos at gmail.com. Lorna Villasin-Ramos at gmail.com. And also, they can reach me on my IG, Instagram, Dr. underscore Lorna underscore Apawan, APAWANVR
So what I'll
on
do,
my,
all of you, these both things would be written in a description box. You can just click on it and go and reach to the author. And if you buy her book, there are the methods to reach to her far quicker. So please go and buy the book so you can reach her faster, and definitely you'll empower yourself on this very beautiful, simply written but yet powerful book on menopause. Another question I have, not a question, it's a request from the listeners' point of view. I want you to give us some special gift to all the listeners who are listening to us right now, or maybe listening to the recording. Can we give something special offers for them to buy a book? Can we do something for them?
yeah, it's sure I can give you them a 20% discount
Wow.
by
So I'm so
20%.
happy. I'm so happy that all of my author, accept my request. And today, Dr. Lorna also accept the request. So all the readers, if you go to Amazon.com or whatever country you are in, you search Amazon, you will be able to find her book either from the name of the book. It's a green cover with a
Yeah,
pink lady hugging herself. Can you show the book? So this is the book cover. You can
yes.
remember and go buy this book. And when you're buying, yeah, there will be a coupon code available. You can get 20% discount when you're buying the book. So
Yeah.
please get this offer. And this will not be lifelong offer. So you have to take action immediately right now. So you get this offer. Thank you very much, Dr. Lorna, for giving this beautiful offer for buying a book. I know this book can create happy families. And thank you for writing this so powerful book, which would impact a lot of world. Now, I want to ask you very another very important. Where does the inspiration of writing book comes into you?
Oh, my and since I was small, it's my dream to write my book. Since it's in the family. It's my mother really has that skill. Maybe she has that talent, and it motivates me. And that's really my motivation. That one of the encouragement I have during my when I was younger. But of course, for I pursue this just to empower, like book right this time. I My motive behind this is to empower women by offering this insights, guidance, and during them navigating menopause. That's my
Wonderful. So,
yes.
I know I want to ask you a question. What is the role of a book coach or a publisher? Because sometimes when you do not have a right coach with you and right publisher with you, this entire journey can be very painful, and rather you will not be able to finish. So, what is the role of a book coach or a publisher in the life of an author?
Oh, a coach, a mentor is very important. Like in my case, Yeah, I was dreaming writing a book since I was small, but I reached up to 5 decades until I started my book. It is because maybe that was not the right time yet, or maybe I just met the super um a very inspiring author, the very a good coach who pushed me to start my dream, to realize my dream. And of course, Dr. Kailash, his wife, during we met on Manila last April.
April. April.
Yeah, just last April. Um, that's really pushed me to start my book. I was hesitant at first, but because of that mentoring, because of that, maybe I really trust you as my mentor. That's why, as I've said, mentor is really the very important factor for me to pursue my dream. Okay,
Thank you.
because that makes me um but the word there is very confident that by that
Confident.
just meeting on that first day, I feel confident to write, and I preferred I choose the topic which is very taboo for others. But I believe and I trust the words, how you push me, how you encourage me. So I believe that I can survive. I can uh, make my dream, a long time dream, into realization. So it's a
I
very big factor.
thank you very much for giving me the clarity. You did a lot of work too, and I want to share with all of you. We did a one book writing boot camp in Manila in April, and this is 5 months. She's become an
Yeah.
author. She became best-selling author, and all those things happened. But she was very special to me that day because she she said it was a wonderful program, and I will talk to you, and she went out of the room. And she did not commit for the book writing because commitment is very, very necessary. If you don't commit, things don't happen. But in just 5, 7 minutes, she came back. She said, I want to handshake Dr. K, and I'm committing, and let's do it. And I don't know how things will happen. Will I get time or not? And lot of ifs and buts are there. But I know if I want to do it and you are with me, we'll be able to do it. And let me also share that from that batch, Lorna, you are the first and fastest author.
Oh, really?
And so
Oh, that's so.
right now we have around 5 books finishing from the same batch. You are the first one, and then there are three are in the publishing process, and one is still in writing. So there are 5 books are coming from this batch in just 5 months. So you are the fastest one. Congratulations for winning the race to the first from that batch. And every batch, someone who finishes first is special to me always. Now I want to ask you another question: is how was the publishing journey after book was done with Wings Publication?
Mm, after writing, it's already in the publishing journey. My experience, my journey on writing, it's quite, it's quite, really a journey for me, and somewhat I'm climbing in a mountain. That's after that, during the publishing, it's an aha moment for me.
Oh,
I did, I didn't expect. I'm most usually speechless when I shared it to my family and my friends, because I did not expect to be like that. I feel so wonderful when because I was praying. I was writing my book. I kept on praying because and I believe that I am just a nobody, but I am just asking knowledge, message from God. What would be, I will write with this for everybody, for those who are in need, and please help me to finish this, because this is my I want to leave a legacy for others, especially
wow.
those women who are struggling. So during after the editing and it's on the publication, I kept on praying, please Lord help me. that will be accepted, and this content would help for everyone. And because I believe that if my content is not so good, that would be sent back to me. So that's why I keep on praying. When Dr. Deepak messaged me for the cover. Wow, I so upset. Oh no, it was accepted really? I can't believe it right that time. And see as the cover designing and to the publishing, I'm high. I feel high. I feel because I did not expect to be like that. That's why I
And
told my parents. They're very proud, and I shared to them. I don't know what happened, but I know this is the right time, and God permits me and give me these people as the instruments, as the angel sent from above to make this dream realized. And because the purpose of that is really to help others, and I always ask guidance and the message. So during the publication, it's somewhat an aha moment for me that I cannot describe. I
how was
Yeah.
your reaction when you saw your book first time, when the box comes to your house, you open the box?
Oh, yeah, when when that box arrived, that arrives on my office, and everybody said, "Oh, mom, what's that? It's so big. It's so big." Like, when I left the box, oh, it's so heavy, and I can't believe it. When I opened I kept on shouting. Really, I kept, "Oh, this is already my baby." I said, and I was shouting and jumping I was so happy and overwhelmed. And I shared it to my office mates because they don't know. They
Mm.
don't know that I was writing that time. I was so stressed. I was so busy that uh, they shocked when I said I am publishing. My book is already unreleased. And they don't believe it at first because they did not see me writing it. They didn't see me. I just write it secretly, um just to ease, because that situation, like that time it was very stressful and very busy. So this I made it, since it's that somewhat a negative situation, but I converted into a positive one, a productive one. When during the nights, the sleepless, I can't sleep, so I double time. When I started, I have a place where I'm going to write. I place my laptop, and when I'm on that place, I kept on writing. Ideas flows, uh, keeps on flowing, so that I finished it earlier. And yeah, it's very mixed emotions, mixed feeling, the happiness, the fulfillment, the achievement, and right in my mind, I have already a tool, I have already a legacy to be shared to others. I did
Wow.
not expect for that. So how many days? I did not expect for that fast, really. That's why, as I've said, it's an aha moment. The journey is very. I was speechless. I was crying and I was laughing at the same time.
It looks unbelievable because when you see your own book in your hand.
Yeah.
One more question I want to have. Do you want to speak about, without naming the people, but do you want to speak about few people, how their reaction changed the way they look at you once now they know you are an author, and before you, when you are not author? Do you want to say, do you see that shift in the people's eyes has been done because you become an author? Do you see that
Yeah.
in out there?
Yeah. Though I was talking people before. I was conducting training and other appearances in a group or in different places. But during when they learned that my book was already published and unreleased, people kept it's there's a difference, a big difference on that how they come to me and share their experiences, and they showed respect. Though I'm respected since before, but
All
since
right.
I become an author officially, it's really fulfilling. It's a mixed emotion, and I feel that I have the power, and I become the instrument to spread the word to the
Wow.
world.
Wow.
And they are coming to me as if they are thinking that I am the most knowledgeable one.
And you are the one because you have a lot of degrees and now you're an author. You're writing the second one. I also believe that, there are very few people God chooses them to create a legacy in the form of a book. And I am very happy that I'm instrumental in that, helping people to reach there. So I want to ask you another very important question. I want to know, rather, I want you to share some important people of your life who've been always support of your life, not only in the writing book, but in other areas too, and give a gratitude to few important people of your life.
Yeah. Of course, first of all, my family. They are my treasure. Um, Everything I've done, everything I want to do it's for them. And my mother, she's really my inspiration, my superwoman.
Uh,
My children, my family, my husband, and my relatives. Um, I have two siblings, um, who are like me, somewhat introvert. They feel so proud when I told them, and they're really my inspiration. So that I am inspired really to do more, to write more, and to share more because of them. Aside from people around me, my colleagues in the office, my friends in in different places, but of course, people who are in need, they kept on inspiring me.
Wonderful,
Yeah.
wonderful. Thank you for sharing such a lovely gratitude. I also would like to thank all of the listeners because they've been listening to us, they were involved. Now, I want to make an appeal to all of you. Go to Amazon.com or Amazon in your country, search the book with the book name or with Dr. Lorna's name, and you will find the book. Remember the green cover with the pink woman. Okay, that's the cover. You buy the book, read the book, reach out to her on Instagram or by email, and she'll be ready to support you, help you in your organization, in your college, in your community, wherever you are. She's ready. She does not only work in Philippines, but she also works across world because today we live in on the era of a Zoom and digital sharing. So she can be available. She can come and talk, be available across world, across timelines. So reach out to her. So thank you very much for listening to all of you for to listening to me and Dr. Lorna. And thank you, Dr. Lorna, for getting time out, speaking to all of us, sharing important nuggets, not only on women empowerment, but also on financial freedom, talking about, sharing your contact details so we can reach out to you, and writing your next book too about financial freedom. So thank you very much for everything, what you're doing to create a very empowering world. Thank you for speaking today. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Kailash, and please extend my gratefulness, my thanks to Miss Monica, Dr. Deepak, and Sir Abhas Mangal, and
Mm,
the rest of the team. You're really my angels.
thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
See you soon
Yeah.
again, Mr. Lorna. And we will have another round of interviews soon on financial freedom with you for the audience. And thank you, audience, for listening to us. And see you soon again with the next round of interview. Bye bye, and have a nice day.
Bye.
Have a wonderful life ahead. Bye bye.
Bye bye. God bless everyone.